Welcome to the She Leads podcast. I'm your host, Adrienne Garland, CEO and founder of She Leads Media, a global media company dedicated to the advancement of women leaders and entrepreneurs worldwide. I'm also an adjunct professor at NYU and Rice University, where I teach on the topic of entrepreneurship. I'm a mom to two wonderful young men and married to my best friend from college. Join me each week as I dive into raw conversations with remarkable, uncompromising, and inspirational women entrepreneurs and leaders. My hope is that these conversations and their advice will encourage you to put yourself out there and gain the visibility that you and all women deserve. We're all about stripping away the sugar-coated conversations and moving boldly in the direction of our magnificent dreams. For far too long, women have been conditioned to soften their words, modify their actions, and show up in the world to conform to outdated at best and harmful at worst cultural norms and ideals. Why? To keep those who are outside of the power structures from gaining power, prestige, wealth, and influence. This has prevented women from being recognized and respected as the powerful leaders that we truly are. The She Leads podcast is here to shine the light on all the incredible women, to encourage us to show up, speak up, and showcase the amazing work we do. Speak with confidence about the innovative and transformational thoughts that we have, and celebrate the positive impact that we are making in this world, both personally and professionally. So let's do this. Let's lead. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the She Leads podcast. Today's episode is a solo episode, and I'm actually going live on a couple of different platforms here today. So I wanted to jump on and on this Friday, right before Labor Day, talk to everybody about the incredible things that are happening for the 10th anniversary of the She Leads Live 2024 conference. So it's our 10th year anniversary of the conference. We've been doing this for 10 years straight. And that is quite an accomplishment. I actually can't believe that it's been so long, 10 conferences, or it will be 10 conferences under our belt. And because today is the last day of our early bird pricing, I wanted to hop on here and just kind of give everybody an overview of everything that was going to be happening at the She Leads Live conference. Some of you have reached out to me and asked me about what the agenda was now that it's 2 days long. Also have asked me about the different speakers. And so I thought, let me take some time today and sort of combine our podcast episode along with going live. And if anybody has any questions that they want to talk about further after this, they listen to this episode, then you can definitely DM me on Instagram. The Instagram handle is She Leads Media, or you can reach out to me at my email address. And that's Adrienne at sheleadsmedia.com. So I am looking forward to hearing from all of you incredible women entrepreneurs that want to just hear more about the She Leads Live conference. So I'm going to just jump right in and start talking about the conference and what it's all about. I am also simultaneously going to try to go live on Instagram, although I don't know if I am going to be able to do that properly. And I think you can hear in the background that I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. So here we go. Let's see. I am so excited to be here today on multiple different platforms going live, talking about the She Leads Live 2024 conference. So first and foremost, this conference is our 10th anniversary conference, and it's taking place in New York City, as it has every year for the past 9 years. This is going to be the 10th year. And we have made a couple of changes. We are going to be holding the conference at this incredible venue. It's called Civic Hall. And it's right in the heart of Union Square, New York City, the heartbeat of New York City. There are so many things to do around the area, many different hotels to stay in, lots of places to eat. And just being in New York City in October in and of itself is going to be magical. I know that it will be because it always is. So there are 2 full days of the conference, Friday, October 18th, and then Saturday, October 19th. This is the first time that we're doing 2 full days. On the evening of the first day, there will be a VIP celebration that we are going to be holding at a beautiful location, still to be announced. We're working out the details, but it is a beautiful luxury apartment located in Gramercy Park. So, if you want to get access to that evening along with a high level lunch, on Friday, October 18th, you must buy the platinum ticket. So I just wanted to say that right up front. There are different ticket levels. There is the general admission, which gives you access to the 2 days, 2 full days of all this amazing content that I'm about to talk about. And if you want to get the higher level ticket, it gives you access to some of these other networking opportunities with just entrepreneurs that are either, farther along, or they are super committed to making the right connections with other incredible entrepreneurs, along with the different speakers that we are having at She Leads Live 2024. Okay, what is happening over these 2 days is on Friday, October 18th, we are jumping in with an expo and registration, breakfast, and open networking. So that's just so that everybody sort of gets to know one another before we jump into the conference, which is sort of standard, right, for any conference that you go to. So I won't give the exact times. I'll just sort of go through what's happening. So there will obviously be opening remarks from me. We are holding back on announcing who our opening keynote is because it is an incredible person, somewhat of a celebrity. I am saying it's a celebrity speaker. So someone really incredible that you are going to get so inspired by, and who's going to really set the tone for the 2 coming days. We then are going to have interactive breakout workshop sessions led by some fabulous, brilliant, energetic people, ranging from Miranda von Frickin, who is a LinkedIn expert, along with just an incredible person overall. Francine Parnham, who is a women's leadership expert, author, and somebody who is representing one of our sponsors. One of our sponsors is Keep, which is a CRM system. And that speaker is Tina Brinkley Potts. And she too is a super popular, incredibly brilliant digital marketer who is going to help us really understand everything that we need to do in order to attract our best audience, communicate with them, and help them to grow their business. So I'm super excited to be able to hear from Tina. And I have this schedule in front of me, so apologies for not knowing how to roll this off my tongue. This is the first time I'm doing anything like this at all, and I'm super excited about it, and also nervous, as you can tell. Okay, so after we go through the breakouts, we are then moving into the most amazing panel, right? Every panel is amazing, but sponsored by Winona. So Winona is a telehealth company that is very focused on helping women in general throughout their lives, most specifically with going through perimenopause and menopause. So they have so many different programs and hormone replacement therapy, just a lot of support. What a beautiful company. They're available all throughout the United States. I believe they're available in almost every state in the US, but certainly in New York and the surrounding areas. So we are going to hear and dive into women's health in this panel. And the reason that this is so important and important up front in the conference is that as entrepreneurs, we know that it's critically important to take care of ourselves. And many women undergo tons of stress. And especially as we sort of move through the journey of our lives and we experience different hormonal shifts, and all of these things can impact how we feel about ourselves. And that always translates into how we feel about our business and how we operate our business. I actually see some of my friends on Instagram. So, hey, that's so exciting for me. Hopefully more people join on Instagram. But if you don't, you can listen to this after and just understand everything that's happening. Okay, so we have incredible experts on the Winona panel. Everybody from Angela Stubbs, who is the head of PR at Winona and who is a super fabulous, incredible woman, to Dr. Kathleen Brown, Jessica Shepard, Jessica Shepard, and Vanessa Rossetto. We also have a healthcare celebrity, if you will, on that panel, Heidi Diamilio. So I'm super excited to meet all of these, drop dead gorgeous, incredibly brilliant women that are on this Winona panel. Like, this is a power panel for your health. So again, this is a critically important component of being an entrepreneur, is taking care of yourself. So next up is the incredible Diane Forster, and she is going to help us set our goals, not only for the conference and what's to come, but also for our business and in our life. Check out Diane Foster. She is every single person. They are brilliant. They are committed to helping women entrepreneurs to grow our businesses. And they are brilliant and beautiful and just so thoughtful and excited. I cannot emphasize enough how incredible this conference is going to be. I've hand-selected these people to bring the energy, and not just for themselves and to, give them a platform in order to share their message, but this conference is an opportunity for everybody to really come together and help each other to learn what we need to do in order to grow our businesses. When we come together in community like this at conferences like She Leads Live, there's just a different energy that happens, right? It's something that you cannot put your finger on. It's very difficult to describe, but anybody that has ever been to any She Leads conference from the very beginning knows that there is this element of care and, I would say, love that happens because it's such a supportive environment, but in a very practical way. So we're not just, hugging each other and telling each other that we love each other, but we are also supporting each other with this super practical, high level advice. And it is something that I have not seen in the market. It is something that I have not experienced at any other conference that I've been to. And it's something that I passionately attempt to curate because it's what I want, right? It's what I want from my community. And I want to learn from the very, very best. Okay, moving on. We are definitely going to have this beautiful lunch, but for anybody that purchases a platinum ticket, there is also a founders luncheon where we'll be featuring an incredible speaker, still to be announced. So that is a more intimate gathering that's going to be in a special section at Civic Hall. So if you want to participate in that and the VIP opening night dinner, make sure to buy that platinum ticket. And again, I cannot emphasize enough, like the early bird tickets, they end today. And I won't be extending that again. So if you're on the fence about getting your ticket to She Leads Live, I would suggest that you do it today. And again, if you have any hesitation about that whatsoever, DM me and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. Next up is our flagship Pitch the Media panel. So the Pitch the Media panel is something that we have done at She Leads since the very beginning. And what this is all about is being able to provide you, the audience members, with access to the media. So that means television, magazines, newspapers, all the journalists, editors. This is a highly interactive panel, lots of engagement. audience members get up in front of a panel of expert journalists led by a PR professional, Thais Ellison, who is going to be the moderator of the panel. She's an incredible public relations professional with her own company out of California. I've known her for years and years. And again, like I just can't even tell you. I mean, it's so funny, but every single one of these women are like drop dead gorgeous and so freaking brilliant and full of energy. So I just can't wait for everybody to meet everybody. We also have Jen Oliva, producer at NBC, The Today Show, and a whole other long list of accolades behind her. Also an incredible publicist. We have Dr. Paula Noble Fellingham, who is the CEO, founder of Win Win Women, which is a global organization that helps to uplift women. The reason that she's on the Pitch the Media panel is she has a television network that she is growing worldwide to give women the visibility that we all desire, right? Okay. And we are going to have some other journalists too to be announced. Journalists, as you know, have very hectic schedules. So they're on deadline many times. So I'll be announcing who those other journalists are in the coming weeks. But the Pitch the Media panel is not to be missed. Okay. It is sort of like the flagship thing that we do at the She Leads Live conference. And it comes up right after lunch so that we have lots of time to learn what we need to do in order to pitch the media, get our stories, our thoughts, our voices, our opinions out into the media. This is going to be incredibly important. Not that it hasn't been important in the past, but it is incredibly important right now as we are moving into this next election where, depending on what the outcome is, we are going to need, as women entrepreneurs, to make sure that we are sharing our stories, that we are the ones that are visible, and that we're taking entrepreneurship further into a place where women are empowered economically so that we can do the things that we do when we are economically and financially abundant, if you will. I don't know of a better word, but when women have wealth, we do things to help our families, our communities, and ultimately humanity, the world. So when women have access to finance and funding, we do great things with it. And that's why it's so important for women entrepreneurs to do everything that we can to get to profitability quickly and to blow past that $1 million mark so that we can use those extra funds for good in the world. Okay, moving on. Suzanne Evans. Oh my God. If you want to be shot out of your seat and pushed into action in the very best way, you are not going to want to miss Suzanne Evans. She is a force of nature, and I cannot wait for you to hear from her. She has partnered with an Olympian in her own business, and she is just remarkable. She is going to tell us how we can leverage our voices in order to create this wealth and this abundance that I'm talking about. So come for Suzanne Evans as well. Next up is Pam Jordan. Oh my God, this woman is going to help you to get your financial life in order. She is a money accounting and knowing your numbers person so that we never say, I'm not good at math anymore. Eradicate that from our vocabulary, right? Pam is going to help us understand what we need to do in our business with our numbers, not only for, managing our business, but also for what we want our business to provide to us in the future, and making sure that all of the finances and numbers and just accounting and the way that we handle things is set up so that we optimize our finances and set our businesses up for financial success. Okay. I love everybody on Instagram over there. I have such good friends that are showing up on Instagram. So yay. So next up is the VIP evening opening party at this Gramercy Park. It's not a penthouse apartment. It's a luxury apartment So just cannot wait for that. And there's also an incredible speaker that I am not able to announce yet that will be addressing us. And that is a deep networking connection event. And anybody that's been to any of the VIP events for She Leads knows that these evenings are just spectacular, right? I love to show people how being in the state of abundance and these multi-million-dollar properties is something that is for us, if that is what we want. So we literally show up in the room and we connect on a deeper level. And it's so special to have that party on the first night because we will have spent all day together and we know that we're going to spend the next day together. So talk about a conference that is doing everything that is possible in order to forge those relationships, strategic partnerships, is something that I'm so very proud of. I've heard from numerous women that have attended She Leads over the years that, they have met their business bestie at She Leads, that they have been able to get new clients, open doors, gotten these opportunities. The stories go on. And at a certain point, I have to share all of them and all the details of them because they are so moving. When people say to me, Adrienne, this conference changed my life, or this conference, I visualized the business that I have now today that's bringing abundance into my life and supporting my family. That visualization happened at She Leads. I mean, this is why I continue to put this conference on year after year. So moving into day 2, before I get a little bit too emotional, moving into day 2, we have the incredible Alexis Caldicott, who is a master of messaging. She is a messaging maven and this beautiful person that is so committed to helping women and men as well, but her heart is with women, to grow their businesses through the utilization of powerful messaging that gets results. Can't wait for you to meet Alexis. She's spectacular. Next up is Alicia Hudson. And she is the culture creator at different businesses, the Culture Crew. She is another highly intelligent, super thoughtful, dedicated person to women and to growing our businesses. And all of these people that I'm talking about, they're not just inspirational, but they're going to provide you with practical advice that you're going to take away from the conference and implement in your business the next day so that you can get results, right? We are about results. Yes, we are about inspiration, but it's more about what do you do with that inspiration? What actions do you take? And so every single speaker that is at She Leads Live is committed to that. We discuss this before I ever ask anybody to speak. They have to be committed to women entrepreneurs and helping them to grow their business, because when we grow this whole entire community, we all benefit, right? Gone are the days where there isn't enough room for women at the top. There is plenty of room for women at the top. It might not be in the corporate environment, but we're creating our own environment. And that is also something that underlies this whole entire conference. How can we do things that lead us to success and lead us to where we know we have the capability to go? Now's the time. This year and moving into 2025 is the time. It's no more bullshitting around, right? And not that we were bullshitting before. It's just so much more important now than ever before that we truly understand as women entrepreneurs, what are the things that we need to do? What are the actions that we need to take? What are the investments that we need to make? How do we set ourselves up for entrepreneurial success? Because the statistics are maddening, right? That only a very small percentage of women get past the $1 million mark. Only a small percentage of women get any type of outside financing. That all needs to change, and it needs to change ASAP. Okay, moving on. We are probably going to have a financial panel. I'm still bringing that together, where there will be people that will discuss with us the different options for financing, everything from crowdfunding to angel investing, venture capital, traditional bank loans, small business loans, all of that, because the more educated we are on these things, the better businesses that we can have. We also have breakout sessions on day 2. Dr. Paula Fellingham is going to be conducting one of those. We are still working out some things, but I am hoping that we have, and I hope that she doesn't mind that I mentioned her name, but Nellie Yousapova, who has been a friend of She Leads and the original conference, which was called WomanCon. Nellie has been a friend of ours for quite a long time, and Nellie is a technology guru that helps people who are non-technical in order to utilize and leverage technology to help them to grow their business. Nellie is so brilliant and, again, committed to women and our entrepreneurial success. So Nellie Yousapova will most likely be a breakout session leader on day 2, along with Keep, again, because we want to make sure that everybody understands how to market, how to leverage digital, and how to build and cultivate relationships with people that are in their community and their audience, and how we bring more people into the fold. That is, in addition to some other maybe celebratory and entertainment things that are a big surprise, that is the 2 days, right? It's packed full of information. Some of our sponsors and our vendors, I want to make sure that I mention them. We have the Flawless Bar, which is red light therapy. Gorgeous, right? You're gorgeous, and you're going to be even more gorgeous. Kathy Cami Designs, another beautiful, incredible woman that makes this beautiful high-end jewelry that I can't wait to try on myself and get a couple of pieces. We have Heidi Diamilio is providing some snacks from her popcorn company. We have our friends at Pursuit are also going to be there to educate on what you need to do in order to take out a loan from a small business lender. Oh, let's see. Who else do we have? Lots of our speakers have tables so that you can not only hear them, but you can also speak to them in more depth at their vendor tables. And I forgot to mention that we do have a relaxation lounge that is sponsored by Dr. Paula Fellingham and Win-Win Women. So throughout this whole entire 2-day conference, there also is going to be ample opportunity for networking. You will be fed, you will be hydrated. There's lots of great things that are still coming. I think it's 48 days away. So there is definitely more to be announced, but I wanted to hop on here and tell you about all of the incredible speakers and just go over what the agenda was. And again, if you have any questions on that, please DM me on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to get in touch with me because my inbox is sort of overflowing. And I just am super excited about this conference. Go get your tickets now. Early bird ticket sales end. I'm looking at the date. Today's the 30th. I thought it was the 31st. Early bird tickets end tomorrow, August 31st. And I cannot wait to see you there. Everything from the venue to our incredible event production company, Endless Road Entertainment, led by the super fabulous, oh my God, energetic, wonderful team, Endless Road Entertainment, led by Mikey Kaufman. There's so many great things that are happening with the 10th anniversary, and also announcements that are going to happen at the 10th anniversary conference that are designed to help women entrepreneurs go even farther, create platforms, get their voices, their thoughts, opinions out into the world. We're going to be announcing some things, right? If you want to know about what those things are right now, DM me. I will talk to you about them privately. I am not ready to announce them right now, but we do have many offerings that are available right now, everything from helping you to create your own podcast to helping you to write your own book so that you can get speaking engagements, you can be the thought leader, you can get on television, you can confidently pitch the media and have all of the assets that you need in order to be asked to speak and paid to speak and all of that great stuff. If you want to learn more about that, reach out to me. But really importantly, please come out to She Leads Live if you are a serious, driven, high level, high vibe, high minded woman entrepreneur. If you don't live in the New York City area, I would say get on a plane and come here, because there are other women that are getting on a plane and coming to She Leads Live. Lots of women from California. Kara Steinman and her Revel Collective women are coming. We have 2 women that are coming from Africa. We attract women from all over the world. So don't think this is just for New York City women. This is truly for the larger community of women entrepreneurs. And we have hotel blocks at different hotels that are available for us. I just really appreciate you listening to me. I see one of my dear friends who is a freaking superstar who just joined our Instagram Live, and I'm going to give her a shout out because I love her and she is strong and resilient. She went through a lot. Hi, Jen Rose Goldman. She just came out with a book that she collaborated together with her mom on. Jennifer is such an inspiration. I don't know what more to say. She's one of my Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses cohort fellow student, I guess you could call her. And I'm shouting out to all of the Tory Burch cohort 5, Goldman Sachs, LaGuardia College cohort. I hope that all of you come to She Leads Live. That would be such an incredible little reunion as well. That is it for the podcast for today. So, if you are not familiar with the She Leads podcast, I highly suggest that you go back and binge lots of episodes. I have interviewed some of the most incredible people on the show. Some of them are speaking at the conference. Others are sending support and just such amazing stories, such amazing advice. Go binge the She Leads podcast. It's on the She Leads podcast network, which is a network for women by women of different podcasts. Listen in to Happy Productive with Jennifer Dawn. Check out Leading Better Teams with Leanne Rogers. Check out Therapy Deconstructed with Dr. Bonnie Wims. And the Revel Collective, the Tori Barker podcast. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I'm just doing that off the top of my head. So please go listen into all the podcasts that are on the She Leads podcast network. There are more coming, and very popular podcasts that we are going to be bringing onto the network. I'm having such incredible conversations with people. You know, this is 10 years in for me, for my business, for the conference. And in so many ways, I feel like the traction is just starting to happen now, that we are really just getting started. And that makes me so very excited. So again, thank you so much for your time and your attention today. I do hope to see you at the She Leads Live conference. You can find your tickets at sheleadsmedia.com. You can go over to Eventbrite where they are and search up She Leads Live 2024 New York City. It'll come right up. And again, if you have any questions, please DM me. My last ask, if you liked this episode, or if you go back and you listen to some of the other episodes and you like them, if anything resonates with you, please give us a 5-star review. And if you can actually write a review on Apple Podcasts, that helps us to get the show out in a broader way. And it's not just about the show, it's about spreading everybody, all women entrepreneurs that I interview on the show. It's about spreading their message and giving them attention as well. So when you help the show, it helps the guests of the show. And that is what the mission is of She Leads Media. It's to help women get the visibility that we deserve. So thank you so much, and have a beautiful, safe, happy Labor Day weekend. Bye, everyone. This and all of our episodes are brought to you by the She Leads Podcast Network, the podcast network for women by women. Thanks so much for listening to the She Leads podcast. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support us, please share it with others, make a personalized post about what you took away on social media, and please leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. This helps our guests and our show to continue to gain visibility and traction. To learn more about how She Leads Media helps women to gain visibility, you can follow us on Instagram at She Leads Media, or you can head on over to sheleadsmedia.com. If you'd like to network with me and other amazing women, don't forget to join us each year for the She Leads Live conference. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.